All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Hard Times' first Sunday 9-ball tournament of the month for July 2014. 1 week before the Hard Times 10-ball, which is coming up July 11, 12, and 13. I want you to tune in for free live streaming and coverage of the Hard Times 10-ball event coming up this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is why we are going to be getting such great matches today, the first Sunday of the month, because that tournament happens next week. And great matches, you ask? What great matches? Well, here's one now. We have the great Mika Immonen versus Rodney Morris right here on the live stream table. And they're going to be playing a short race to 5 games. Even race to 5 from the winner's side. And there's Rodney now warming up very quickly. This is Daniel Busch, and I'm sitting here with Mike Meeker. How's it going, Mike?
Good. How you doing, Daniel? Thanks for having me today.
You're welcome, man. It's really a pleasure to have you here. You know, it takes a village to what do they say? It takes a village to raise a child, and something like that. I don't know. To raise an idiot. Anyway.
That's why you got me here today. There you go.
Simply put, Mike, I needed your help, so I'm glad you're here. So
it's funny that Mika's up, and I have to tell you that I call Mika my wife's boyfriend. She's not really into pool like I am, but wherever we are, she stops, and she's like, "Oh, Mika's playing." And I don't know if she's paying attention to his game or just him bending over the table. I don't know. I don't ask.
Oh, you mean Scott Frost, which is basically, you know, my wife's boyfriend.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Well, she's not my wife just yet, at least until she makes final decision about Scott Frost. But anyway, my love, Geraldine Thibodeau, she has a crush on Scott Frost. No, I'm just kidding. She's going to be mad I outed her.
April would be mad I'm mad at her about Mika, so...
So your wife's boyfriend, you call him?
Yeah, that's my wife's boyfriend.
Well, your wife's boyfriend, Mika, has played here several times already. He's been here for Hard Times 1 Pocket, and he, I think, won a 1 Pocket, or no, he came into the finals in the 9-ball with Ernesto Dominguez, I believe, a few months ago. And in the same month, he played a 1 Pocket tournament here and ended up in the finals as well. So Mika's been here. He's played on these tables.
And they're both champions. So I mean, this is one of the most exciting games that you could watch, you know, free on live stream. I mean, that's why, you know, that's why you should donate to POV, is to see matches like this. You know what I mean? Where else are you going to see 2 world champions play for just a click of your computer? You know.
You could go to Vegas and see them live in the flesh. There's a big invitational. But anyway. Or you could come here next week to the Hard Times 10.
Yes, I highly, I don't know how many of the amateur APA or BCA players are out there, but I highly recommend that you come here next week and watch the tournament. If you want to improve your game, this is how you're going to do it. Sit in the stands, take a pen and paper out, and just
Did you see that, Rodney? These guys are old friends, man. But by the way, Rodney's been playing a lot too. He recently chalked up the Cole Dixon Memorial Tournament up in San Francisco, where I streamed from Family Billiards. He beat Ramon Mystica, Ernesto Dominguez, and Oscar Dominguez. You know, he basically said on Facebook, well, maybe I shouldn't say it, but he said on Facebook, I'm going to have to go through a family of a Mexican family to win this
one, yeah.
And he was absolutely right.
I'll tell you what, actually, I have the most highest respect for Rodney, too. He goes to a local pool hall that I play at, and he's always down to, you know, hey, let's play. Let me show you some things. Let me, you know what I mean? what a caliber player that is.
Games Plus.
Games Plus, yes, in Costa Mesa.
Yeah, he's got a lot of enthusiasm for the game. He plays so well, you know. I mean, I met him in, I think, 2008 or 9 at Hollywood Billiards, and I just got to hit some balls with him, and he goes, "Hey, man, I like your stroke. It's like mine." I don't know if he was...
And then you guys started talking about pool.
Yeah, then he offered me the 6-ball. Anyway, it's an honor and a pleasure to have Rodney and Mika playing together. This is a race to 5. And let's not forget, too, that Rodney is the current CSI US Open 10-ball champion.
Yes, he is. First safety of the game.
Of the day?
Of the game. Of the day, yeah. I just love both of these guys' natural stroke. I mean, this is a match that it could be over in 5 minutes, or they could go back in defense for an hour. But they're both quick players, but accurate players. You know.
A little double kiss there, and Mika actually is fortunate. The cue ball finds itself halfway behind the 4, or does it? I don't know if Rodney can see both sides of that 4 ball. I mean, of the 2 ball.
He could see it. Looks like he gave him a sight on the 2 ball.
Oh, I think this time Mika's hooked.
Oh yeah, he is.
He might be thinking about a masse, but unfortunately his cue ball doesn't really go anywhere but up table. Oh, yeah, he massed the other direction.
Wow, look at that.
Or massed to hit the other side of the ball.
Looks like it's going to be Rodney's turn to do a little masse. Oh no, he could see it. He could see it straight on. Uh-oh. I think they're just playing cat and mouse. This is a match that you would think would be in the finals too. It's maybe it would be, but it will be. But I mean, it's early on in the tournament to see a great match like this for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, it vaguely reminds me of a match last week that I streamed between, that was a nice safety, kick safety. It vaguely reminds me of a match I streamed last week between Amar Kang and Oscar Dominguez. Amar Kang was the defending champion of the Cole Dixon tournament, and his very first match was with Oscar. So here you have a defending champion playing one of the favorites.
Yeah, it's one of those matches that if you could get through that match, you're pretty set for the tournament. But anything could happen, especially on this table here. I just love the difference between the pros is, I mean, you don't really see the pressure that you would see, as the other players. At least their composure, you know what I mean.
Beautiful cut on the 2. Where's the cue ball going? In the drink, man. And such a tight pocket, too.
It's like Rodney's giving him advice now.
Don't do what I just did.
Don't do that.
Four ball. Yeah, cue ball is wandering. Wow, real close to his work there.
Yeah.
What did Rodney say?
Something about too fast. Look at that. Look at that.
I'd like to thank Ken Thomason for supporting POVPOOL out there. Ken Thomason. Who used to be the owner of Hard Times Billiards.
Yeah, him and my dad are great friends to this day.
Yeah, actually, they go way back in your family.
Yeah. His daughter Brooke too is one of the biggest supporters of pool and one of the nicest people. Like I believe in the pool industry.
Yeah, Brooke is here today as well.
We're gonna get a scoreboard up for you right now. Well, the whole pool room is actually surrounded around for this match right now. Great action, great action.
Just a reminder, this is an even race to 5.
Here comes the rocket. One ball down. Not too forgiving on that 2 ball. Look at this, right off the 7. Oh. Nail.
You know, these guys know Hard Times really well, and the reason I know this is they both show up wearing appropriate Hard Times attire, which is basically Bermuda shorts and a t-shirt, and their favorite, coolest sneakers, because it's hot at Hard Times.
Yeah, you can tell they're regulars. Mika's got a pretty standard out. There's really no balls tied up or anything like that. Looks like it's quickly going to become 1-1. One apiece. Mika breaking. Doesn't look like they're struggling with the tight table. One ball down. Looks like he's got a shot on the 2 ball. This may be a break and run.
Yeah, we saw Mika lose to Dennis Orcolo on this table during the Jay Swanson Memorial Tournament, if I'm not mistaken, in the finals, after Dennis defeated Carlo Beato for a chance to get to Mika.
And all of them are going to be here next weekend too, so.
Yeah, they'll all be here this weekend, and also Efren and Boosty will be here playing in the Hard Times 10 ball. Dennis Hatch is going to be here.
Derek and Howard, table 18. Derek and Howard, table 18, race 5.
The 3 Taiwanese players.
Nice break and run from Mika. I believe it's going to be 2-1.
Larry and Ramon, table 8. Larry and Ramon, table 8, race to 5.
Actually, I believe it's 4 Taiwanese. Let's see. It's Kopin Yi, Koping Chung. Now, I have problems pronouncing some of these names, but Yu Xuan Cheng and Zhonglin Chang. So maybe
Alan Reed, table 5. Alan Reed, table 5, race 5.
someone in the chat room might correct me on how those names are pronounced, but
He did better than I could have done. Mika breaks dry, not leaving Rodney with much. He could either push out or, yeah, it looks like he's going to go for a push. Rodney's going to show Mika how to play it. Looks like he's giving him a timeout.
I need a coach.
Gary D and Oscar, table 17. Gary and Oscar, table 17. Gary goes 5, Oscar goes 6.
So it's 2-1 Mika right now. Rodney's got sight on the 1 ball. Ooh. Good hide. Left Rodney an open shot, so see if Rodney could take advantage of this. That brings a tear to my eye. Not literally.
I can get more Kleenex if you need.
I'm feeling verklempt. Mika's gonna punish Rodney, it looks like, for missing that one ball. Pretty open table.
I'll tell you what, you know, if any player can catch a gear and overtake Rodney, it's going to be Mika. And they have such similar styles of play, too.
I mean, especially in a race to 5, I mean, you know, each of them have the ability to break and run 5 racks.
It's like he's in good line here, but he's a little jacked up over this 9. Or, well, he's basically hampered a little bit by the 9. I would be.
Looks like he unhampered himself.
Just totally unhampered, man. Be sure to look out for Mika's next DVD, Unhampering Your Game.
With bonus coaching for Rodney.
With bonus tips, Winning from the Chair by Rodney Morris.
I'd watch it.
Rodney's next video, I lost, but I still won. No, I'm just kidding. Rodney's a great guy.
Great sense of humor, too, and just a great guy all around. I mean, everybody has their favorite pro athlete, and actually Rodney's my favorite pool player, my favorite athlete, so no matter who he's playing, I'm always rooting for him.
Really? I'm a huge Alex fan. You know, I have no shame in that man. Even though he has been sort of like having trouble winning really big events lately. Well, you hadn't seen a lot of them for a while, and then he suddenly said he wants to become a snooker player.
Really? I remember seeing Alex when he must have still been in like 17, 18 years old. I mean, playing the pro circuit, and everybody was calling him the next Efren.
Meanwhile, back to reality. It's 3-1 now. Mika keeping Rodney in the chair. At least for the time being. Mika playing for 2 games to close this set out and move on to the next round for him.
Another dry break for Mika.
It's funny too because last year at the Swanee, or not at the beginning of this year at the Swanee, when he was playing Dennis Ocolo, both players had the breakdown. They were both making the wing ball and the 1 ball every time.
Wow.
The wing ball in the corner, the 1 ball on the side, every break. I couldn't believe it.
Those are the kind of breaks I want to learn how to do. Like even Shane Van Boning, his break, wow.
Yeah, I know, and he pulls his cue ball a lot of times, just a hand span over from the center, and I've tried to work with that, and that's just, I'm dismal at it. Yes, they did use the magic rack at the Swanee. I apologize. Yeah.
Look at that. Nice try. Left Rodney tough. Look at that. Hung him behind the 2-ball.
Mika sponsored by Mez. It's got a beautiful cue. Not sure what model that is.
Is that an extension he has on there?
Yeah, he's got one of those center butt joint extensions, doesn't he? It's about 4 or 5 inches, and so does Rodney. Rodney is also using one. And Foch Garcia gave me one yesterday, a 2-inch one.
Nice.
Eddie and JS, table 11. Eddie and JS, table 11, race to 5.
See if Rodney could get out of this, which doesn't look like he has any real problems. 6-ball, potentially. He said before the match he just put a new tip on his cue, so he's still trying to get used to that as well. I'm still convinced one day I'm going to write a book called 101 Pool Player Excuses. I shouldn't have announced that before I copyrighted it. Now someone else is going to beat me to the punch.
Well, if nothing else, you'll see a few book cover designs being thrown out there.
I think my favorite one is her blouse was too loose. For pool player excuses. Her blouse was too loose.
I don't often see blouses in pool halls these days. Well, I just want to give you guys a quick update too. I was supposed to interview Steve Chaplin of Virtual Pool 4, but apparently he's in like the most serious action game I've ever seen him in. Oh, now he's kicking my equipment.
He's taking aggression out.
So I'm not really sure about our tentatively scheduled interview with Steve Chaplin of Virtual Pool 4. In addition, I'm hoping that we can interview Oscar Dominguez and possibly his girlfriend Desiree to talk about the Mez West State Tour, the upcoming Mez West State Tour, which is comprised of 12 dates in California, Arizona, and Nevada so far. The Mez West State Tour, sponsored by Mez Cues and West State Billiards, which kicks off in August, will consist of 11 $2,000 added tournaments happening in venues all across the West Coast, sponsored by Mez and West State. And finally followed up by a Top Gun event of the best of all of those 12 events, or all of the 11 events.
Are you going to play in the one here in a couple weeks?
I don't know. I haven't decided. It's really, you know, for me when I enter tournaments, it's really about how do I feel about how do I feel now? You know what I mean? How am I hitting them this week?
True. Yeah.
Am I in a groove? You know, I'm not one of these players that takes me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to warm up, because I'm not playing every day as much as I'd like to be. I mean, in the spirit of getting out there and competing, I'd love to play them. Yeah, I'd love to play them.
Yeah, I'm gearing up for the Tad Cup in a couple weeks to play in, and then I think I'm gonna shoot for the Mez tournament they're gonna have here too. If nothing, at least just support. You got to support your local pool hall, your local sponsors, your local players.
Absolutely. I mean, the Tad Cup is definitely one that I play every chance I get. I've only played 2, but I was brokenhearted when I couldn't play last year. I was in Montana. So I will be playing the Tad Cup this year.
Yeah, I got second last year in the Tad Cup. Second to last. There goes the combo. Brings it 4-2. Puts Mika on the hill. Mika breaking. I've seen Rodney come out of this before, though. I'm not gonna rule him out just yet.
By the way, I just want to give you a quick look, actually, at Mika's cue. I guess it's the MI3 professional billiard cue, the Mika model. Ebony with Juma, Pua shells, turquoise, nickel, silver rings, Aegis rings, Irish linen, United joint, and nice design there. And that is what he is shooting with. And if you have $2,370, wow.
Be a proud owner of one.
You could be the proud owner of one. $35 extra for the... No, never mind.
How much to take my picture with it?
Yeah. Well, $35 extra. No, it's definitely a beautiful cue. It caught my eye for sure. And thanks to John Slingblade for contributing to the chat room, letting us know all that you know. Well, or at least some of what you know.
So if you ever want to play with like Mika, now you know where to go get the cue. It's a nice try in the defense, but I think he gave Rodney the opening. And this is kind of critical right now too, being down. I mean, Mika's on the hill. Rodney still needs 3 games. And like I said, I've seen him pull it off before, so I'm not doubting he can't, but this is one of the crucial shots to get there.
Very nicely executed. Purposely played off that 7 ball.
He got the 3 on it too, a little bonus.
Does he have the 2? It looks like he's getting down on it like it does. He's not happy with over-rolling the cue ball. He's a little off angle, and actually that'll end up helping him. I think he was a little afraid of the getting sort of corner hooked or titty hooked on the side pocket there. Well, this could be the I've seen Rodney do it before moment that you're talking about, but let's not spoil it.
Debbie and Michael C, table 3. Debbie and Michael C, table 3. Race to 5.
Rodney takes that one down. It is now 3-4.
And once again, I just want to announce to everybody that at the Hard Times 10 Ball next weekend, please join in the AZ Billiard Forum and submit a question for John Bertone of Kamui Tips. We are going to do a segment called 20 Questions with Kamui. 20 questions with Kamui will be answered throughout the day. And for the thread that is on AZ Billiards, if you submit your questions now, the best 5 questions, or at least 5, not to say that some of questions are not better than others, but at least 5 of the questions that are going to be picked from the threads will receive a gift from Kamui, compliments of John Bertone and Kamui Tips. So we will read the names of the people who submitted the questions, and you'll be notified as to whether or not you've received a free gift from Kamui. So please check out the AZ Billiards forum thread, 20 questions with Kamui.
Table 4, raise to 5.
Oh no, hung it. I think he gave him side on that 3-ball too. Ooh. If he makes this 3, he's just gonna go for the 4-9 combo. End it. Ooh.
O and John N, table 9. O and John N, table 9.
I think
Raise to 5.
that he was a little jacked up, wasn't he? I think it was a little ambitious. Yeah.
Yeah, he was jacked up on it, shooting over the ball and rushed it a little bit. Look at this. Look at this. Textbook.
And Mika acknowledges with a friendly tap of his cue to the ground.
And just like that, it's Hill.
Yeah, this is usually the part where I say win by 2 in my match. Jack it up, back it up, back it up, jack it up.
That's the next T-shirt right there.
Back it up, jack it up, question mark.
I mean, this is where nerves really come into play. You know, Hill, you're breaking.
Yeah, well, this is kind of prophetic of you. You know, I mean, he let Mika back in for a second. Mika tried to make that 3-ball.
This is true. You know, there's sometimes I actually prefer my opponent to break, you know?
Yeah, no, I've also experienced that.
Looks like he left Mika a window on the 1-ball.
I want to thank Alan Heinen also for his support of POVPOOL. Thank you so much, Alan, for, I guess I don't know, for co-signing my madness.
Nice.
For allowing POVPOOL to live the dream another day. Now this is always this is kind of like a difficult thing for a player when you work hard to get back to the hill, and then you see that your opponent can come back to the table with a pretty easy out. 6 to the 8, 6 in the 8 is the only problem here.
Yeah, it looks like he was just sizing it up right now too. So.
Wow, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. What a great shot that was.
It was real pretty.
Real good management, table management. Well, Steve Chaplin had to take a shot there. I wonder if he looked over and said, "It's not my fault I'm 6'12".
Did he help you set up the camera last night?
He gave me a boost and I stood on his back. Dogged it.
So if that 6 ball squeeze past that 8 ball.
I don't think so. I'm wrong again. Guess I better get my eyes checked.
Comes down to the 9 ball. What a comeback. And that's it. Rodney wins.
All right, an excellent match there. Excellent match there for Rodney to come back from what, a 4-1 deficit?
4-2.
4-2 deficit, and overtake Mika Immonen.
Yeah.
And Rodney thought it was a race to 6. And what a good match that was. Just, this is only just a taste of what's to come here for the rest of the day on POVPOOL and for the rest of the week. In fact, I'm just going to make this announcement now that there's almost 400 people watching. Efren Reyes and Bustamante are rumored to be coming in early to Hard Times Billiards on July 8th. So it's possible that on July 9th and 10th, they may be at Hard Times practicing. Who knows? They may go to Santa Monica. They may go to your favorite pool room in the Southern California area. But POVPOOL will probably position itself here at Hard Times Billiards with its equipment and cameras, waiting for a possible opportunity to get the guys in action. Efren Reyes and Francisco Bustamante scheduled to appear in Los Angeles on July 8th/9th. So we're looking for an action-packed 4 or 5 days here at Bellflower Hard Times. Looking forward to it. Hope they show up. And who knows, if you bring them some action, maybe they will show up. So this is a call out to all you hot shots out there who've always wanted to play some of the best pool players in the world. Francisco Bustamante and Efren Reyes always willing to give up a little weight.
Oh, always, yeah.
Have you played Efren?
No, never. Never played it.
No, even with the 4 out or
No, not.
the 5 out.
But if he's coming to town, I might consider it.
I mean, I would, I would take the 8-ball from him just to see.
Just to play him, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much he would charge for lessons, but I mean, I'd play him for that, you know. Just to say I played him.
Absolutely. So with that, we're going to close this this match, and be sure to look out for more Hard Times 9-ball Sunday matches here for July 2014. And thanks again, Mike Meeker, for coming in. By the way, Mike has so graciously donated a camera for us to use once in a while, and we really appreciate that.
Well, I'm glad that you're able to get more angles and, you know, put a little bit more life to it. So I'm happy to do it.
We're happy to do it too. So more points of view on POVPOOL. How do you like that? All right, bud. We're gonna be right back. Thanks a lot, everybody. Hey guys, you've been called up. Tell me your names again. I met you like a week ago. What's that? Jonah Vice? V-I-C-E? Jonah Vice. And like Jonah Hill, J-O-N-A-H. Okay. And Ashton? Did we meet before?
Yeah, I'm in Untitled Chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Ashton, what's your last name?
Schaefer.
Ashton Schaefer?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's race to 4 or 5? Race to 4?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, good luck. Jonah Vise, Ashton Schaefer. Oh, wait a minute. Are you Matt's son? Dude, it's good to see you again, man.